Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we will be reading to you chapter 2 of the chicken story. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. Let's just get right into the story. And when you guys tell me down below in the comments if you are enjoying this story. If you are, then I'll definitely continue putting more of these out. But if you're not, then I may consider not showing you guys any more of the chicken story, but I trust me, it does get better. So I'll go up to about like chapter 6 or 7, and if you guys still aren't enjoying it, then I reckon we'll just stop there. Anyways, welcome to chapter 2 of the chicken story. Enjoy. Chapter 2. The Mysterious Figure. The next day, Ben woke up, got dressed, and headed off to school, without saying a word to his family. But all Ben could think about was what that strange voice said. But one day, you will realize how important your family is to you. It's not too late to change before it's all gone. Whatever. I'm sure it was just a dream. Anyways, it's time to meet up with Sam. Hey Sam, how you doing? I'm doing fine, but I don't know about you. Why? Because you want to settle something with Bob yesterday, remember? Oh, right. Forgot about that. Ben! You ready to settle this once and for all? Not really. Too bad, because I'm not finished with you. Bob was about to take a swing at Ben, but suddenly Mr. Chicken walked around the corner and saw Bob. Hey, do I need to put you in detention again? No, Mr. Chicken. Well then, step away from Ben and get to class. Okay. Good. Now as for you two, you better get to class as well, before I suspend you. What? Just joking, but seriously, get to class. After class, all Ben could see was Bob staring at him from a distance all day. Ben knew that Bob was still furious with him, and wouldn't stop until he got what he wanted. Mr. Chicken was also keeping an eye out on things, making sure Bob wouldn't do anything he would regret. But all it took was one mistake. As Mr. Chicken looked away for a bit, Bob saw his opportunity and took it. He swung at Ben's back, but just as he did, Ben sat down, and with Bob's fist still going full force towards Ben, I think you all know what happened next. Bang! As Bob punched Ben right in the head, at full force, Ben fell to the ground unconscious and didn't respond. Ben! What did you do? I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen. But you swung at him on purpose. I swear, I didn't mean to hit him on the head. Alright, everyone make way. What happened here? As Mr. Chicken examined Ben's body. Bob punched Ben right in the head as hard as he could. I'm sorry, Mr. Chicken. I didn't mean for that to happen. We'll talk later, but right now this man needs to get to the hospital, and fast. Why? Because if he doesn't, then he will die. What? No! Ben, please don't go. I need you, as Sam held Ben's cold hand. Can someone please call the ambulance? I'll do it. Okay, quickly call the ambulance, and hurry. The weak will perish. Stay strong, Ben. Ben, I want you to know that no matter what happens, no matter what comes our way, I'll always be there for you, and always will be your friend, no matter what happens. But Ben didn't respond. The student quickly called the ambulance, and within minutes the ambulance arrived at the school. Mr. Chicken quickly guided the paramedics to Ben, where Sam was still holding onto Ben's hand, and told them what happened. The paramedics quickly got to work, but after a few pumps of CPR, Ben did not wake up. Mr. Chicken asked how it went, but the paramedics shook their head and said, I'm sorry, but if he doesn't wake up soon, then he'll pass. Is there anything we can do? No, not really, but Ben might wake up to a familiar sound or touch. It might be the best if you talk to him. He didn't really like me, but he likes Sam, so I reckon Sam should do it." So Sam quickly got to work and spoke to Ben in a way he has never done before. "Ben, I need you. Please don't go." He then touched his friend's head and said, "Ben, don't let this be your last time. Don't let the fear of death take over. Don't give in. Come on, come out and shine. Let your light shine. Let go of the darkness and come into the light. In the name of Jesus." The whole room went silent, and no one said a word. They were all waiting and watching, but nothing happened. "Nice try, kid, but I'm afraid it didn't work. I guess God doesn't care about him." The paramedic slowly walked up to Ben, and just before he was about to call him dead, Ben started to breathe again. "How is this possible? He's alive." Everyone then started to shout out in joy as they were all cheering Sam's name. "You did it, kiddo! You saved your friend's life!" "I didn't save him. God did." Then all the paramedics slowly lifted Ben up and loaded him into the ambulance. As Ben was slowly taken away, "Do you think he'll be all right?" "I know he will." As the ambulance slowly left the school, Sam sighed in relief, knowing that his friend would be all right. 3 years later. It has now been 3 years since Ben's near-death experience. You'd think that after such a terrible incident, that Ben's life would be a nightmare, but you'd be surprised. Ben has recovered nicely and has been loved and taken care of for the past 3 years. He still goes to school, talks to his friends, and still does the things he loves. Ben's life has been great lately, and Ben believes that he is now capable of doing anything he once could do 3 years ago. Ben is now 17 years old and is currently in year 10, living his best life as if he has never got a concussion. Ben thought that nothing could go wrong. One day, Ben was at his house enjoying some chicken late at night with his family, but as Ben was slurping up his chicken, he heard something outside. Ben went to go peer outside when he suddenly went silent. "You okay, Ben? You look paranoid. It's not a concussion, is it?" "No, it's not. Besides, it's been 3 years since I got that concussion. I guess it was nothing." Ben then went back to eating his chicken when he then saw it again. There it was. There outside in the cold night was a tall, black-looking figure staring at Ben right into his eyes. Ben froze right in his tracks as if someone was holding him in place. The black figure seemed to be getting closer and closer. Ben tried to move or scream for help, but he couldn't. "I'm sorry, Mum, but I've got to go." Ben then ran to his bedroom and hid under the covers, waiting desperately for the thing to go away. Ben waited under the covers for what felt like hours. Ben then woke up to a loud sound filled with screams, but then it all went silent. Ben then heard something. A slow and heavy breathing could be heard from downstairs. He then started to think thoughts to himself. Did the beast get in? Why is it so quiet? Who's breathing so heavy? Ben then slowly creeped down the stairs to the lounge room, shivering with fear. But as Ben went to turn his head, he was horrified at what he saw. There, standing at the dinner table, was the tall black figure staring at the bodies of Ben's family. And that is Chapter 2. Chapter 3. A New Partner. The figure said in a low, creepy voice, "Ben, how are you?" Ben responded in silence. The figure said, "I'm not going to kill you now, but I intend to later." Ben screamed as he ran outside the house, his breath running out as he calls for help, but after a while he can't run anymore. His legs and throat start to hurt as he keeps on running, but his legs couldn't do it anymore, forcing him to fall to the ground helplessly. Later that night, Ben heard a whisper in his ear saying, Ben, wake up, wake up." "What? Who's there?" Ben yelled. "Chill out, bro. It's me, Sam." "Sam, you will not believe what just happened." Wow, you're still wearing those red shoes I gave you. And why are you on the floor? Yeah, of course I'm still wearing those red shoes. You gave them to me when I was in the hospital. But anyways, that's not what I wanted to say. So I'm on the floor because I was running away from whatever that thing was. What thing? You won't believe what I'm talking about, but I'm the only one left in my family. What? Shh, the thing might hear you. What thing? The thing that almost killed me. Hang on, let me explain. So I was at the table eating chicken with my family, because you know how much I love chicken. Anyways, back to the story. So I was at the dinner table eating my chicken, and there it was, the black figure. What? A black figure? What did it look like? It's hard to explain. Well, then just describe it the best you can. Okay, so the figure was really big, tall and super black. I couldn't quite catch a glimpse of what its eyes looked like or even if it had any eyes. And for all... Wait, hang on a minute. Let me get this straight. So you saw a big, tall black figure and now it's trying to kill you? Yes! That's it! I don't know why it's so hard to believe. I do believe you, but it does seem a bit wacky. Sam, you've got to believe me, please! If we don't do something about it, then it will start to kill everyone we ever cared about. And do you want that? Dude, I can't understand you when you're yelling so much. Okay, I'll try not to yell as much. Good. You know what? Just follow me. I'll explain it better along the way. You better not be doing what I think you're thinking. And what's that? Taking me to your secret lair. No. I got something better in mind. And there you go. Chapter 4, which you guys have already seen. This was originally Chapter 3, but now it's Chapter 4. So Chapter 4 and 5 have already been read. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed Chapter 2 to 3 of my chicken story. See you guys next time. Bye!